Radio.
Let's go!
With Sir Blackston and the Masked Hope.
Raw Impact Radio. I am Sir Blackston. He is...
#and still reigning, defending, undisputed Raw Impact Radio champion, the Masked Hope.
Shit. That intro. All right. Congratulations still is in order. He is your current reigning, defending champion, the Masked Hope. And to the south of the screen, from the south, the dirty south.
Dirty.
Cody Rhodes' cousin, his first cousin. How's he related to him? He's related to the star on Stardust face. he is Theo Sal's fourth floor.
What's up, man? Well, to clear it up, Cody is in fact my uncle. You know what I'm saying?
He's your uncle?
Yeah, he's my uncle. That's my uncle. It's we don't want to get into it. It's amazing family tree. But Till fourth. Glad to be back here, man. Generally one of the most fun podcasts to be a part of. So, yeah, let's talk about the Pebble, man.
Oh wow, we didn't even introduce the show. We don't know what's happening yet. He's got to be the Pebble already.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The aggression.
Just come out here and just scream like, that's how you realize?
That's right. And stop harassing my guests talking about how is he possibly related. Don't worry about all that DNA and 23. I mean, that means nothing. This is America. You want to be related to Cody Rhodes, you could grow up and be related to Cody Rhodes, damn it. Whatever your dream is. Oh, what's going on, brother?
Oh, another wonderful day in the world of wrestling.
So much going on in wrestling. So let's take a quick break. We're going to come back. We'll talk a little bit about the news. Tio alluded to it earlier. We're going to talk about The Rock and what potentially his return could mean for one Cody Rhodes. And we'll talk about a few other things. We'll get into your Q&A and all of that good stuff after this.
Sir Blackston.
Oh, motherfucking Moss.
The Masked Hope.
I hate when they make these groups and then they lose. How are they going to get over losing?
Raw Impact Radio.
Raw Impact Radio. It's your most electrifying man in wrestling podcast. And Raw Impact Radio champion, the Masked Hope. And you're stone cold, Sir Blackson.
I'll take it.
And he has adrenaline in his soul. Cody Rhodes, fourth cousin twice removed. Tio sells the fourth floor.
That is hilarious.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, I guess we should get down to business, Tio. Actually, first, before we do, let me just say, you produced one of the most viral clips I've ever seen in my life, and I don't know how you were able to time it out, how you were able to film it out. There's a shot of you on 4th of July taking a photo in front of this damn firework. How the hell did you do that, bro? That was impressive as hell.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. A wise man once said, no, it was just luck. It honestly was just luck. I'm not gonna. It's just I just stood in front of the firework, said, "Hey, record this." As soon as I put my arms up, it just worked. And the crazy part is that was the first take.
I was going to ask you how many takes it took.
I swear, everything I love, that was the first take. I swear.
I
did like other takes too, but I just couldn't get it as perfect as that. That was the first take. I swear that was first take.
Bro, skills. That's insane. That was the fact that was just it was the first take is just very impressive to me. I thought you were going to tell me, man, we tried this thing all afternoon. 4 hours. Spending mad money on fireworks. I'm amazed that was the first try. That's impressive, man. So, speaking of fireworks, The Rock set a big firework off when he did an interview with Pat McAfee and said that the original plan was for him to face off against Roman and maybe for Cody to face off against John Cena for the United States Championship at this past year's WrestleMania. And he alluded to the fact that he'd be open to facing off against his cousin Roman Reigns at next year's WrestleMania 40. As a member of the Rhodes family, I need to know how this sits with the platinum-haired wing of your family, sir.
Hard times breed better, man. So, I would say, I just feel like it's a lot of doubt when it comes to Cody, and I think people are very quick to cast the Rhodes family and Cody aside, but honestly, I don't see any other match than Roman and Cody, in my opinion. I think Rocky was just there to, give the fans something to come back. But in my opinion, you know, I still think Cody's finishing the story. So how does it sit with us? We're just watching. We appreciate The Rock. He's cool, and his hair is nice.
Wow.
Spoken like a true Rhodes family member.
No. The Rock doesn't have hair. Do you see what he did there? Do you see the shade? He said his hair
It's
is nice.
nice.
The Rock is bald.
But it's nice.
It's
No, it's a nice
terrible,
bald.
dude.
It's nice. He looks amazing.
Wow.
Matt's Hope. Like he looks amazing.
I was gonna
Wow.
say, as a member of the Bald family,
Ugh.
I got to stand up for The Rock on this one. But we all know that The Rock is just there because the actor strike. If that wasn't happening, or writer strike, if that wasn't happening, he probably wouldn't even be involved right now. So
True.
I would think Cody Rhodes would finish the story, but if you got The Rock, you see the numbers he brought in, they're gonna put Rock Roman and maybe give Cody Rhodes Seth.
Which I think it'd be interesting. I agree with the both of you that this was like a one-off deal. I don't think that this is going to turn into anything immediately involving The Rock. They just happen to have this perfect storm of the game was Colorado versus Colorado State. Rock is in town for Deion Sanders' deal. He's on with Pat McAfee. Raw happened to be there that night. I think that it was just a great coincidence, which brought us to Rock this past week. But looking beyond that, I mean, Tio, you don't think that there's even a possibility of The Rock stepping into Cody's slot?
I think there's a good possibility. That's what it worries me because But the thing that I feel like if it was gonna happen, it would have happened in my opinion. Because I really just want to know why it didn't happen last year. Because in my opinion, that was the stage for it to really happen. But I do think it's a possibility.
I don't believe that story either, that it wasn't big enough. You telling me the who's going to be tribal chief story is not big enough? That's not something different?
It would have been bigger in wrestling at the time.
yeah, because that was the pinnacle right there.
Well, I'll tell you why it's BS. Is because this, first off, I don't know why the fact that he said that it was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen because of business. I don't understand why him versus Roman was such a big news story here when around WrestleMania season, he said that he wasn't able to do it because he was out of shape or something like that, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah.
So, we're getting like multiple reasons here from The Rock why this thing didn't happen.
That's why I think it's BS.
It is. Like,
he's just throwing stuff out there so we can be like, oh, okay.
I mean, personally, I would love to see it. I think that is the perfect conclusion to the Roman Reigns storyline. Whatever happens after that, win, lose, or draw, it's fine because at least we've seen it represented. We had the opportunity for The Rock to interact with his cousins. I mean, it went from The Rock to Jimmy in like the same shot and no interaction at all. How do you feel about that piece of it?
I feel like, if they was to start that interaction between I don't think they would start it now. Especially with him not having a schedule, like a known schedule for him to be at the shows. So I do think they would start that around like WrestleMania time. So I really don't see, I don't think anything of it right now because I don't think they would start anything with him at this moment.
I thought it was ridiculous that he didn't even like shoulder bump Jay or something, walk past him in the hallway. He met up with John Cena backstage.
Oh yeah, found time for that.
Yeah, so he couldn't even say, "Yo, what up, Oos?"
Somebody was like, "Yo, your daughter's in a cult. Your little cousin, your younger cousin has totally taken over your family. They've disrespected everyone in your family, and you're just piling it up with John Cena in the back. I mean, it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, why?
Where are your priorities?
Where are your priorities? You found John Cena. So if the match were to happen, do you think that The Rock still has it? Do you think that The Rock can go like a full, 20, 30-minute match with Roman Reigns and it'd be really good and he come out healthy at the end of it?
See, I think that's the problem. I feel like he isn't ready. He isn't in in-ring shape. That's why he keep putting it off trying to get in in-ring shape.
I feel like from what we seen on SmackDown, like it was just like two moves, but I mean, he can still do his signature moves good. He looked good. Roman is great in the ring. He'll take care of somebody in the ring. So I feel like they could wrestle a decent match. But it's just Rock if he can get ready or not.
Yeah.
Last time he wrestled a full length match, I thought he like nearly tore his leg off. So it's like, he's got to be thinking about that.
So it ends up being a worst case scenario, and The Rock. Well, worst case for you. I mean, I'm fine with it. But so if it is a worst case scenario for the Rhodes family, and you guys are all joined together in the back, and you're sending Cody off to face off against who at WrestleMania? If it's not Roman Reigns, who else would you want to see Cody Rhodes face off against? The grandest stage of them all.
At this point, I don't know. It's like we put our eggs into one basket. That's the thing here. So it's like it's tough. I've heard of Gunther. He's amazing. You know what I'm saying? John Cena, but I don't think he's gonna be here for that long for a Mania match. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe the Pepsi guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God! Oh, I forgot about him.
Maybe Mass Hope's favorite. Maybe the Pepsi guy.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Chicago made.
But other than that, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Roman makes the most sense. Like the whole finish the story thing. That makes the most sense to beat Roman for the WWE Championship. The next best option would be Seth Rollins. They'll put on a banger match, but that doesn't make as much sense as Roman.
Well, I do feel like Cody and Gunther have like some history. I believe they've had some pretty good matches in the past. It would be a barn burner, but yeah, I mean, I guess it wouldn't make as much sense as Cody and Seth. I could see. Cody made his debut against Seth at WrestleMania. I could see the way that they could spin that, but outside of Seth, I can't see much for him. As far as what they're doing with him now, though, like what are they doing with Cody Rhodes?
Hosting.
Yeah, pretty much, like literally, and I've commented on it. It's like they really don't have a plan for him. Hopefully, they stick him with Drew or something, like, because Drew seems like he's a little more heelish. So maybe Drew with a Claymore to Cody, and that sets up a big match. But other than that, I don't know. And the problem with that is, I don't know if Drew should be losing his first feud like as he is. So it's like it's a bunch of problems. They have nobody for him.
Yeah, Drew definitely need a win right now. He's floundering like a monk.
He just beat Jay last night.
Does that really mean anything?
Damn, Jay's the hottest. As far as Jay might be the hottest thing that they have on Raw right now.
He beat Jay with 90,000 Judgment Day members. All right, that was a huge win. Ooh.
I don't know, man. I like the idea of them putting him with Drew. I just feel like, Tio, I don't know whether or not we talked about this last time. I feel like since, well, no, we couldn't have. But since SummerSlam, they've done nothing with him. Like, he faced off against Brock, and they've done nothing with him. And I feel like the time with Roman away, allegedly Roman will be back on SmackDown October 27th. That's a whole, that's more than a month from the day. Mm-hmm. If you want Cody to be established as the guy, if you want folks like me who may be like, not Cody detractors, but I just don't see it right now. If you want folks like me to really get on that train, you got to do something with the guy. You're doing nothing with him. Nothing at all. I don't care about him and Dominic. Him and Dominic means absolutely nothing to me. And he's been teaming up with KO and Sammy forever. I'm done with it. I need something big for Cody that can get me on board.
Literally weeks after weeks after weeks teaming up with KO and Sammy. Like a solid month and a half straight.
The problem is, like, they had him feuding with I wouldn't say megastar, but a superstar in Brock. So the problem is they don't have any other superstars to feud. It's the Becky Lynch situation. That's why she went to NXT, because, like, other than that, they don't have anything else for her after the Trish feud. You know what I'm saying? It's they need their big stars to feud with the big stars. Right now, they don't really have any, for these people, for Cody. So it's just they're just doing nothing instead of like planning something out. Cool, they're doing just nothing. It's insane. I don't know. Maybe our favorite Booker is back. Maybe Vinnie Mac is back. I don't know.
If he is, he's in disguise. He's in total disguise with that mustache.
Wait, didn't he have back surgery?
That's what I'm saying. Yo, he definitely has
How is
spinal
he
surgery.
back? Hold on, wait a minute. How is he back? Oh,
Like a week
Nah,
ago,
this-
right?
Doing them
He can't
Zoom
be-
calls.
he can't be human,
He
bro.
is not playing. Save my shit right. And you're like, it's
Oh my god, that mustache, man. I see that in my nightmares.
oh. Looks like he's gonna tie someone to the train tracks any minute now. So when The Rock did come back, though, I mean, he came back in this segment, and I guess the other half of that segment was Austin Theory. Hope, I know you had a question about Austin Theory being that guy. How did y'all? I mean, should Theory do you think that he's the guy that The Rock should have come back for? Or?
Hell no. Yeah, the question I had was like, Austin Theory faced off against John Cena, Stone Cold, and The Rock, and people are trying to say that he's the guy because he faced off against these people, and I'm saying he's not the guy because he faced off against these people and nothing happened afterwards. He's still done nothing. Okay, I've been in the ring with The Rock. What happened after that? Well, I mean, that's a bad example. I've been in the ring with John Cena. What happened after that? Nothing. I've been in the ring with Stone Cold. What happened after that? Nothing.
Yeah.
So if he does something, then yeah, he's that guy. But he's not that guy right now. Looking at the history of what he's done after he's been in the ring with these legends. Thoughts?
I agree with both sides. I think the fact that they're putting Austin Theory in these spots shows that they have big plans for him and they want him to be that guy. But the fact that he's getting put in these big spots and nothing is changing is a problem. And I've said it. I think Austin Theory needs a change in character, a change in gimmick. He's great, but his gimmick right now, like you just, like Cena said, you find it hard to feel something or believe it. So it's like, I think he will be that guy. He just needs a switch up. He needs a switch.
Yeah, it's all the booking. It is all the booking.
Yeah.
I think Cena kind of killed it for me, even before their match when he said, "Hey, if you lose to me, you lost to me, and if you win, you still lose because no one will care." Like at that point, I think that was like the ultimate shovel right there.
Yeah.
After that, it's like, I didn't give a shit about it. You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that?
Yeah, that was it for me too. It was like, it don't matter if you win or lose, you're still a piece of shit. It's like, all right.
Seriously though, like seriously, it was kind of the worst. Anything?
That's why we script promos in WWE.
Yeah, let's not do that too much though.
Don't let Vince hear you say that.
Don't let Vince hear you say that. Anything else on the Rock and Cody Rhodes and potentially Rock defeating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 and finishing the story in Philadelphia?
What if it's a triple threat? Rock, Cody, and Roman.
The benefits of a triple threat is that it gives you The Rock a little bit of time to rest. A triple threat, tag team, whatever, it gives The Rock some rest time or whatever. So he's not going like the full 30 or 20 minutes or whatever, and it's not all totally dependent on him and his opponent. The downside is you got to make it make sense. You know what I mean? There's a reason they didn't do it with a triple threat with The Rock, CM Punk, and John Cena. It has to make sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got time. You could write it and you could make it make sense. I don't know.
I don't have too much faith in
Who takes the
WWE to
pin?
Make it make sense.
Who takes the pin in that triple threat?
The Rock. That's probably be his last match. I can't imagine he has much left in the tank.
So he goes out putting over Cody Rhodes. He does the honors for Cody.
Yeah.
And then that way Roman never even gets pinned.
That's even more perfect because that's a real head of the table right there that he beat.
Damn it! Why are you making this make sense now? I'm not totally opposed to that idea. I walked
Vince,
in with a
call me.
closed mind. Tio, what you think?
If we can get to the main event of Mania and finish the story, then I'm fine with it. Like, I don't care if it's a fatal four-way match with Cody, Rock, Roman, and Paul Heyman. I just need
Tio
Cody.
said, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care if Cody pins Paul. I just need Cody to win the title.
Put Cody in that muck.
He said, give us another Royal Rumble match with Cody winning at the Mania. So, all right, so just switching topics here. Jade Cargill is allegedly, she might be in the building in the Performance Center this week, man. How are y'all feeling about that?
You want to take it first, Tio?
Oh, I love it. Look, man, when I see Jade Cargill, I see nothing but a bona fide superstar. One thing I think AEW struggles with a bit is like making these stars like feel like stars, like like larger than life stars. And I think Jay has the look, she has the vibe. She needs a little bit more work when it comes to
In-ring,
in ring.
yeah.
So I think she'll get that at the Performance Center in WWE. But if they bring her in, and you know what I'm saying, they have her, build up her credibility and just just really grind and get to the top. Like I think she could be a star, like up there with Horsewomen or Bianca or somebody like that, because she has it. She has it.
I 100% agree with that. She's great. She's just not polished.
Yeah,
So, give her like a brief 2-month stint in NXT. Let her beat everybody ass. Come up to the main roster. I want Bianca versus Jade. Black girl magic in its full effect. All that melanin just glistening in the ring. I want all of that. that would be the best thing for me. Do not make them tag team champions, because that shit is cursed. I don't want that. But them battling it out, I want that so bad. I'm disappointed she left AEW, because that's probably one of AEW best women right there. Other than Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, Jade is number 3.
Big fan of Chris Statlander also. That's just me.
Chris Statlander, I feel like she's under Jade though. She's great, but I feel like she's not Jade level.
Yeah. I agree with everything that you guys are saying. I don't know whether or not you guys have had the opportunity to see Jade Cargill perform like in person, but she is one of those folks that when she walks into the arena, you get the sense that she belongs in this environment. You know what I mean? Like, she is a presence in person, and she knows how to carry it well. I think that you're right. The WWE does need to hit that last little polish on her. From what I understand, they want to jettison her directly to the main roster. I think that they kind of did something like that with Nia Jax. It didn't work out too well. So, I mean, I feel like you might want to I wouldn't be opposed to her going to NXT first. I'd be perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, just for like a quick run.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to be anything extensive.
You know they're going to make her tag champs, though.
I kind of want her to go to NXT first, so she can, people can get used to her, and then she can go to the main roster. Maybe she beats Becky for the NXT. I don't know.
I was hoping she would have been the one to respond to the damn open challenge, so that way she'd have a reason to be on NXT and the main roster. Would have made sense. I don't know why. I don't rate.
I mean, they are blurring the lines because they're trying to get NXT's rating up to get a good TV deal for that too.
Yep.
Which is
so
brilliant.
They're letting everybody jump everywhere.
If you guys could write it, where would you have her debut, and how would you have her debut?
Bianca's in the ring. She's about to call someone out for the championship. Instead, Jay walks out. It's like, nah, bitch. This
Who the hell told you it was open mic night, bitch?
I'm here now. I've been wanting to face you for a long time. Let's get this started. And then just start brawling from there. That's what I want. That's my fantasy.
So you just straight up into the
right into it. Right into it. Just finish the story with the first chapter.
Boom.
Open the book straight to the last page. Just boom.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's you can make a big impact, but you could also have her come in like not quietly, but just regular, and then build up. But I think you build an impact. You have her attack a top woman in the division, whether that's on NXT or the main roster, and then you go from there. You know what I'm saying? You build her up, and then we can get Mass Hope's dream match. You know what I'm saying? So it's I think it should be like a process. But just have her attack a top woman in the division, beat that woman, keep beating people, and then she's gonna be amazing. I guess rock it, boom.
I just want it now. I just don't want to wait. I don't care if WWE messed it up. Double disqualification or some dumb stupidness, double count out. I'm fine with it. I just want these two in the ring.
Well, be careful.
Once I see that, I'm happy with my life.
The match ends a double count out. Everybody's booing. Mass Hope is like, this is
perfect.
Awesome.
This couldn't have wrote it any better. Be careful though, because they will fuck it up. You see what they did with Io and Asuka and gave it to us on SmackDown. Like, why would it be on SmackDown? Why is that a SmackDown match?
God.
Personally, that's why I'm not getting my hopes up on it.
I'm debuting her by having her whoop Charlotte's ass repeatedly.
I like that.
She's the top tier. She's number one. You know what I mean? In a lot of people's eyes, you need to have her take Charlotte out completely. it establishes her as a threat, and then like, where are you going from there? You know what I mean? Like she's top dog at that point. Now people want her. I'd be here for it, man. I'm fired up. So you would have her face off against Bianca at Mania, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that'd be top level pinnacle right there. They got all this time right now to build the feud between them.
You know she's going to face off against Nia Jax first, right? You know that's happening.
I will be flipping tables if
You
that
know it's
happens.
happening, right?
Mother.
You know Vince is back there twirling that little mustache. I can't wait.
I'm gonna have this camera set up live reaction to Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill. Fucking whole room destroyed. It's everywhere.
Yo, speaking of Nia, how did you guys feel about the fact that now they're incorporating her injuring folks into the storyline? Like they really made that the story last night is that neither Raquel or Rhea were on the show because Nia injured them.
It's proper pro wrestling booking because you're leaning into the real life story. So I understand it, but she's actually going to injure people as well. So we don't really need to write the storyline. It's gonna write itself.
The story writes itself.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Things happen. Things happen.
It's like Matt Hope said, it's what they do. They turn real things into storylines, but I don't know, man. They one day they're gonna have Nia Jax injured someone, and then you see the report they're actually injured. So you let them. You know what? Let Vince. Vince is just let Vince do Vince.
Definitely gonna.
Vince is gonna Vince.
We could call his manager.
Oh yeah. Dude, he has a boss now. Dude, once I get the 1-800-99 champ number for Vince, it's over. You just call this dude and be like, "Yo, Vince is fucking up. Can I speak to your manager, Mr. McMahon?"
Wow, Vince really has a boss. Wow.
We should get the number and put it out on the show. Get Ari's number and put it on the show and just have people. This is terrible. Call him live on the
phone calls.
Oh man! All right. So, in the last thing I have up here, Chad Gable. I mean, he came off of this great match with Gunther, this great feud with Gunther, and they had him lose last night. What? Why? Why are we doing this?
Don't make any sense to me.
It's always a be careful what you wish for situation with me for some reason, because I've been chanting for them to, after Bronson's amazing showcase in the Elimination Chamber, build him back up a little bit. I didn't mean against Chad Gable though. That's not the guy that I was thinking. Someone like I don't know, like anybody have him beat I don't know. It's just not Chad Gable, bro. Like have him beat somebody else.
Or something like that.
Ricochet or something like that. They haven't beat Chad Gable. Like I don't like, and the way I feel about Chad Gable is, I feel like Chad Gable could. I used to think Sheamus was the only guy that was going to beat Gunther. I think Chad Gable has a legitimate chance of finishing the story with Gunther, in my opinion, because that would be a great way to finally put Chad Gable into that upper card, close to the main event level tier. Have him beat Gunther. Wow. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Bronson is Chad Gable's Brock Lesnar.
Oh my God.
I don't understand it at all. I feel like they're doing this just to kick the can down the road. I said when Gunther beat Honky Tonk Man's reign that it should be at least a month that he gets over it. So he's like solidified that he passed Honky Tonk Man. So I feel like that's what they're doing. They want Chad to win, but they don't want him to win now. So give him a loss. So he's like pushed back down a little bit, then build him back up later to win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, I feel like there are a few different ways they could have done that. I mean, they could have wrote him off. You know what I mean? Had the guys attack him or whatever, and hey, he's injured and he can't come back. I feel like a loss steps him back a lot. With Roman and Cody, you get the sense that he had a year after that loss to Brock Lesnar to make it up and build his way back up to Roman. I don't think they're going to take quite as long with Gunther and Chad Gable. Like, I don't know that a loss is the best way to do it. It was weird to see. It was weird to see. He couldn't get the German off on Big Boy. You know what I mean? It was weird. But,
yeah, I don't agree with the booking, but hey, that's how WWE does stuff.
Yeah. And finally, I guess there's a slight possibility that Dolph Ziggler could be headed to All Elite Wrestling. Do either of you, does this hurt your hearts at all? No one cares. This is great. No one cares about it. This is a damn shame. Like no one said anything.
No, Dolph Ziggler is
I don't give a
probably Dolph Ziggler is probably one of the best sellers in the business. So
I think he's the best.
Yeah. So it hurts. I feel like it hurts WWE that if he does go to AEW, but it'll bring AEW up. But however, his brother's in AEW, so they're probably going to throw him in a tag team with his brother. I can't stand his brother, and he's pushed heavily on being the elite for some reason. I'm wondering who he blackmailed to get that spot, because it's like he's not entertaining at all, in my opinion.
Who's his brother?
Ryan
His
Nemeth.
brother, Ryan Nemeth.
Ryan
yeah.
Nemeth. Oh,
Literally-
that's okay. I've been hearing that name a lot. I've just been wondering.
See?
Literally the exact same gimmick as Dolph Ziggler. It's like
Oh man,
same clothes and everything. It's like, bro, get your own. And Dolph Ziggler's a copy of Billy Gunn. So
Well, Billy Gunn and like 8 other people.
yeah,
Billy Gunn,
Gunn,
Mr. Perfect,
Michaels,
Shawn Michaels. He got a little bit of everything in there somewhere.
Yeah. So you're a copy of a copy. So it's just, I wouldn't like it if they just put him with his brother, but I would enjoy him selling some of the top guys in AEW move would be crazy.
And to your point, Dolph was on Being the Elite.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler.
I wonder if he got in trouble for that. 'Cause as far as I know, he's still under contract for now. So we'll see what happens. But I'd love to see him in AEW. Him selling those moves, top notch.
That's crazy.
Teach some of the younger guys a thing or two as well.
Tio still feel no ways.
I like Dolph. You know what I'm saying? I think he's at a spot in his career, a time where he can just have fun. You know, like he can just have fun. He's already had a Hall of Fame career. If he comes to AEW, he can enhance the product. And I would like to see him take a lot of moves. There's a lot of moves I want to see him take.
Tio, I don't think that I asked you this last time you were here either. Had Cody never left the WWE, right? If he never left, if he stuck around and he just continued with his track, where would you see him now on the roster? Like where would you see Cody now if he never left? And no AEW, no indie run, he's still there.
Where would I see him? This is no slight to Dolph Ziggler, but about where Dolph Ziggler is right now.
That's what I was thinking. And right in that Dolph
Like-
Ziggler Miz area.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. The Miz.
Even Kofi Kingston to a degree.
Yeah. They don't want to push them out of that mid card spot, even though they're worthy of being
A little like more
main champion.
Yeah. All right, cool. It's just something that I've always thought about. If he never left. If not, all right, while we do it, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit about Raw and go to the Q&A.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back after this.
Sir Blackston,
Oh, motherfucking Moss.
the masked hope.
I hate when they make these groups and then they lose. How are they going to get over losing?
Raw Impact Radio.
Raw Impact Radio, final segment, allegedly. It is myself. It is your current reigning, defending, undisputed Raw Impact Radio champion, the Masked Hope. That belt is massive. It's bigger than you, damn near.
It is dummy.
It's a huge belt. It's a 15-inch center plate. The big gold is only a 12-inch center plate.
This is the bigger goal.
You could beat the shit out of somebody with that belt if you wanted to, sir.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna send you pictures. I'm serving Thanksgiving turkey on this.
And our guests, I mean, we say guests, but you know what? The last person that came here twice ended up working here. So be careful, Tio, all right? Tio is in the building. He's helping us break down a lot of stuff. Right now, we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw, man. And it started off with your uncle, Unky Code. Unky, what do you call him? What do you call him? Unky D? Unky Cody? What do you call him?
It's just Uncle. It's just Uncle. It's just Uncle.
Okay, Unc. Well, Unc is in the building. He calls out Dominic Mysterio, man. How are you feeling about everything with him and Dominic?
Man, can we just can we get something else here? You like I don't know. Like Dominic is no match for Cody. I don't know if I like how they did that match. Dominic's no match for Cody. He shouldn't be putting a fight up against Cody, but that's the guy that beat Wes Lee for the North American title.
Not to mention
Getting beat in 5 minutes.
He's facing Dragon Lee next week. Dragon Lee's in the crowd. You want people to, be excited about that match, but he beat Dominic like clean. Like
and then you see the commercial. I think it was like, was they advertising Dominic versus Carmella Hayes?
I believe so, actually. I believe that is. I know it's somewhere down the line.
So how does it's just crazy. I don't think I don't know what was the point of that match, honestly. I guess it was just to give Cody a match, but we have to, I don't know, we have to do something different here.
It's ran its course.
Oh, ran its course so long ago.
Yeah, long time ago. So I don't understand why.
Yeah, I think that spot would have probably been better served for like a JD McDonough. You know what I mean? If you got to put him in there with somebody from the Judgment Day, put him in there with McDonough. Nothing to lose there, but, I mean, you're promoting this match with Dragon Lee. You got him in the crowd. The dumbest – all right, at the very end, they're walking out. They don't go back up the ramp. They go out through the crowd. And Dragon Lee is just standing there watching him walk past. I'm like, yo, with the animosity, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was weird.
Shoulder check him myself.
Yeah, do something, bro. Very odd. Very odd. Up next was Kofi Kingston versus Ivar, and this match was ridiculously good. This joint was a banger. I think that might have been match of the night for me.
Yeah, that's why Kofi needs to be like top of the card, man. I'm happy he got his world title run, but he's incredibly skilled.
Never again, brother. Never again.
This made me sad.
They don't mention it until Black History Month.
Exactly.
Kofi did win the WWE title.
That's right.
Kofi Mania was a thing.
Stand by.
We got
for
shades of 2019 Kofi bag. I love Kofi. It's everybody in the New Day. Like it's just skilled in that ring. We've seen it with Kofi. We've seen it with Xavier last week. My boy Russell Spot in the group chat, he said, "Hey man, Cody versus Gunther, just cause that's just cause. I would love to see it.
That would be a banger.
I say Cody. I make Kofi.
We know
Kofi versus Gunther. Okay. Kofi is amazing. He's still amazing. Even at this point in his career, it's amazing.
Do you see Woods ever getting a world title run?
I used to. In 2021, when he won the King of the Ring, I'm like, okay, we're doing this. Okay, here we go. And then Roman broke his crown. And all right, well, now we're done.
They dropped that gimmick.
I don't.
Yeah, so I don't. Not anymore. But I used
to. He was looking good last week. I think it was last week against Drew. But I don't see it unless some miracle happened. I don't see them actually giving him that chance.
I don't see it with the WWE title anytime soon. First off, does it exist? But I could see, I know him and Cody have had like a rivalry dating back to high school. I'd love to see him and Cody tangle over one of those world championships, but no, I don't see him getting a world championship in his career, which is really messed up because I think he's he's definitely the most talented on the mic in the New Day, in my opinion.
Oh, yes.
And in the ring, he might be,
I think
top two.
I
You
think
know what I mean? He's top two. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'd say he might be.
He might be the guy. Yeah.
He showed out against Drew. He put Drew to the test.
Look, the brother is talented. He's a little undersized for what they usually do, but I mean, come on, don't kill him for it.
I feel like that's the problem. That's why they won't let him sniff the title.
Will Chad Gable ever become a world champion?
Yes. Yes.
He's shorter. He's shorter than Woods.
Yes. I think he can get there.
As long as
world
Vince
heavyweight
still
champion, I think he got it.
Possible.
You know one thing I didn't know? Me and Chad Gable is the same height. That's
really. Why are you laughing, bro? How tall is Chad Gable?
What's so funny?
Damn, like what the hell?
How tall are you?
Start snickering and shit. Like what?
He's like 5'7", 5'8" range, right? Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. That's not
Yeah, you're both a little bit taller than me, man.
But, he's 7 foot.
Not 7
Yo,
foot
have
anything,
you ever
dude.
met
I'm like
this man?
5'5",
he is 7
5'4".
foot.
Dude,
8.
I come up to your kneecap. Come up to your
He walk
kneecap.
inside.
Dude.
He ducks underneath doors.
Nah, not
I
at
met
all.
this man. I'm like, yo.
I need a ladder to get into my Prius. Okay, this is very difficult.
He is the ladder.
Okay. it's a very difficult life. Yo, are you guys buying into Shinsuke Nakamura?
I am. I love that man. I don't think they're gonna do anything, but I love that man.
I wish they didn't book him like they booked him like the first half of this year, and then we, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's like it's tough because they caused this. They
Right.
caused like the Shinsuke not being taken that seriously, and then they, put
They
him in
want
the
you to
spot
take him
randomly to
seriously.
Seth. Yeah, it's just random. But I love Shinsuke, but I think the next Shinsuke Seth match needs a stipulation.
Okay.
Yeah, they are kind of just
But-
running back the same thing.
Yeah.
What kind of stipulation would you put on it?
Last man standing.
That'd be tough.
I quit. Maybe hearing Shinsuke say "I quit" would be that'd be cool. Something crazy. Maybe a new stipulation we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Something crazy. Dude, get get creative with it. Have fun with it. Because right now, like, if I'm a Seth fan, I'm kind of I don't know. Looking at the way they're booking Seth, and it's like, I don't know, man.
Bro, this world
That's a
title
world champ.
run, this title run for Seth has not been like stellar, like in my opinion. This has not been like grand at all. And
It's crazy because they're proving Seth right. Like everything he said in interviews, they're proving him right with how they're booking him as a world champ. You know what I'm saying? It's great. Like Shinsuke and Seth aren't even like the focus of Raw.
That's true. It's just like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. I mean, what was the last great championship reign aside from Roman? What was the last great championship reign in the WWE though? Like great championship reign.
Great.
Beats me.
Yeah, I can't think back that far. That's a long time ago.
That's years ago.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe WWE has a championship problem.
You know what? Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Yeah. I mean, people are pissed at Roman. Dude, Brock would be off for like months at a time.
With the title.
With the time. It's like after he would win, you'd be like, all right, we ain't going to see this again for like another 3 or 4 months.
Oh,
It's
it
just
was
over.
insane. And like it's not like Roman where he kind of has people there running storylines.
There's
Like,
nothing.
no, it's just nothing. Like nothing. I'm like, wow.
And then his
It's
matches were like 2 minutes long. Like you know what I
Oh
mean? Him
my
and Joe.
God.
And it's like, yo, we waited all of this time for this? I don't know, man.
He was literally just collecting checks. Like, all right, 2 minutes. Let me get this 100K real quick.
I remember he beat Ricochet in like a minute at
Yeah.
Super Showdown or something.
Oh man, that was sad.
What is this? And then that same show, Goldberg beat the Fiend. I'm like, yeah, this is the best show of all time.
It's
Huh?
disappointing.
Like, this is amazing.
Disappointing.
I fell to my knees and cried.
Oh man, so Nakamura versus Ricochet. Ricochet gets disqualified intentional. Well, he gets disqualified, and they have the little beatdown afterwards. Man, I hope that Nakamura can get a world championship run at some point. But like you guys said, they've been building him weird. Like not even just the beginning of this year, just his whole career up until like 3 weeks ago has been like shit. So it's like I don't know.
He should have beat AJ at Mania 34. Like,
Exactly.
yeah. And after that, they just didn't see him as that guy, and it sucks because he should have had a world title, definitely.
So you don't see him beating Seth.
Oh God,
Hope you don't.
I would love for him to beat Seth, but I don't see it either.
Being a champion weighing on you too heavy. Hope what happened to the belt?
My shoulder's killing me, man. I'm tired out here.
that belt is huge. That belt is huge.
Nia Jax came in and beat the hell out of everyone. Bro, you're like sweating. Your arm is bulging. Like what the hell? You see the veins popping out? What's
No, this
happening
one
right
arm
now?
is gonna be like
It's like one
jacked,
Popeye
bro.
arm.
People gonna have questions.
He's
It's
eating
gonna
the
be like that
spinach.
Family Guy scene, Greg.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this? What
So
arm
jacked on that. Clothesline the shit up. Nia Jax came out and destroyed everybody. First off, are you surprised that Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark started out their very first match was the Women's Tag Team Championship match? Does that strike anyone as surprising?
No.
No, they should have been champs because that's they both just came off I don't want to say hot feuds, not for Shayna Baszler, but they both came off of decent feuds that was meant to build them up, and they go into this Tag match, nothing happens. They get beat up by Nia Jax.
But my thing is like my thing is they have actual like women's tag teams on the roster, and like they just keep putting these women's tag team matches, like championship matches, with like people who aren't tag team competitors. Like, where's
Katana Chance?
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter? Where's I think it's Isla Dunn and I forget the other one's name. Alba Fire. Like
yep.
actual tag teams, and then it's I don't know what's going on with those belts.
They're in the back doing nothing.
And they just get rid of them.
They're just back there.
Don't make no sense at this point.
I think they really need a mid-card women's title. Like,
I don't know.
I don't like. It'd be better than this, in my opinion.
It would. I think it would be better than this, but not much. They don't know how to book. Like, what's going
Not
on
by
with
much.
Io?
Of course, not by much.
What's going on with Io
But-
Shirai? What are they doing with her? She's a women's champion. They're doing nothing with her. They don't. Again, they don't know what to do with people once they hit these championships.
Yeah, I even forgot she was women's.
You forget. You forget. Rhea. When's the last time Rhea really defended the hell out of her belt? Last week. Okay, but before that, nothing.
Yeah, Ray has been heavily focused on the Judgment Day stuff. So
Yeah.
I feel like a mid-card title. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
it'll definitely mean more than the women's tag titles, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a title problem. Like I think Impact said it. Like they have a title problem. They don't know how to book champions. I don't know what WWE's doing with champions right now. It's insane.
We talked about Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. Becky and Natalya. Were you surprised that Natalya was the one to respond to Becky's open challenge?
No, because I feel like this was just a reward for what she did in India. She had 2 matches, saved them from a little void in the card. So I feel like this was just her reward for being a good worker.
Interesting.
It's fair. It's fair, but I don't know, man. It's like I said, Raw's 3 hours. You're thinking Becky's gonna get like this new challenger, new woman. Out comes Natalya. I love Natalya, but yo, this show is already 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours.
That could have been Jade's debut right there.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to have Natalya, just say it's going to be Becky versus Natalya. Don't hype me up and make me think.
Right, like
Anything
It's the
is
same problem AEW had when they keep saying surprise opponents.
Yeah.
Somebody you don't
man.
give a shit about.
Tony's got a big announcement.
Yeah,
Every
stop
week.
that. Just put the match on the card.
For real. I miss Vinci versus Ciampa. Anything there that I need to know about?
I didn't watch it.
I fell asleep,
probably
man. I'll be
not.
honest with y'all.
I'm
sorry. I was trying to pay attention, man. I was like, damn, this is. They put
That
on
was
this dope ass commercial. I was like, oh man, he curl up.
Yeah,
Not on them, not because of them. I love both of those guys. No, not because of them. But
they're
I,
great.
You know, I was good. Shit, it's a long day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
And finally, Jay versus Drew. Jay did not join the Judgment Day. Did that surprise anybody?
No.
Okay.
No.
No one thought at any point that he was going to join.
No, it makes 0 sense. Why are they doing this? Just to distract you that Roman's not there.
So the whole thing. That's what the whole show is. The whole show is just to distract you.
I'll say this: whatever Jay has going on Raw is way better than whatever Jimmy. I don't even know what Jimmy is doing. Honestly, I don't.
Nothing that makes sense. They keep putting him in and out of the bloodline, and 1 week Solo's attacking him, and then he's helping him, and it's pointless. Like, what are we doing? They don't know what to do with that storyline if Roman isn't there. Period.
Literally.
So let's jump into the Q&A, I guess. Stephen Lally, my guy. Do you think Cody feuding with a heel Drew is a good way to get his story back on track after a directionless post-SummerSlam story?
No.
Why?
Hasn't this ship sailed? Like Drew's stock is falling. He needs to be facing someone bigger. He should be like, no, he already faced Seth. Yeah, I don't really think there's anybody other than like climbing his way up the bloodline that he should be facing.
He hasn't done anything with Seth as world champion, though.
True. But I would add something new to it.
unify the titles again? No, okay.
Yeah, give Roman another one after they, and they have
Oh
to
my
create a
God.
whole another one. It's an endless void of creating new championships.
That's what they
Oh
do.
my God.
Ugh.
It would be somebody. I think it's somebody big enough for him to feud with, but it's like it's a dilemma because it's like you want to get Drew back up as that top caliber guy. You shouldn't have him lose, even if it is to Cody Rhodes. And it's like it's gonna only help Cody, in my opinion. I think it should help both guys because I'm big on Drew. So I mean, it would help Cody, but I don't see how it would help Drew because he's turning heel and is losing his first big feud. Like Cody's a big feud, so I don't know.
I see a path. Cody versus Drew, loser leaves Raw match. I mean, because since they've totally dropped the whole thing about a trade, I don't know what happened with that. Someone was supposed to go to SmackDown. You guys forgot. Loser leaves Raw match. Cody versus Drew. Drew cheats. Now Cody's on the same show as Roman Reigns, and Drew is free to go up against Seth for that World Championship.
Book it.
No,
That sounds great, but not that it's going to happen. But it sounds great.
I'm not a writer. You know what I mean? I'm a writer, not a biter.
It's pretty creative. WWE.
It'll never happen.
WWE
dude.
doesn't do creative.
It'll never happen, dude. Drew's going to lose clean in the first match. He'll lose clean in the second match. He'll cheat in the third match and get disqualified and lose clean in the fourth match. And that's the way it's going.
Oh my God.
Eddie Johnson, do you watch Raw / SmackDown live? If not, do you try to avoid spoilers? It's hard with people posting live reactions on TikTok. Oddly,
Attacking people out.
yeah, it's coming at folks.
I can't watch it live because I'd be doing stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't care about spoilers because I spoil it for myself every time by doing the news. There's always a story of what's going to happen. Fightful literally posts the rundown of the full show with spoilers.
Wow.
Who's going to be the surprise matches. So I see that shit. So I spoil it for myself every time. So I don't worry about spoilers. I care about how it's played out rather than what's going to happen on paper.
See,
I watch SmackDown live and I watch Raw. Unfortunately, I watch all 3 hours of Raw live every week. I'm hanging by a thread. And you know, every show I review, I watch live. So and that's AEW shows too. AEW has Grand Slam tomorrow, so I'll review that too. Watch that live. But every show I review, I watch it live, and I usually don't go on TikTok during the shows. So I suffer through the 3 hours live.
See, it's a challenge for me because I am on TikTok, and sometimes like I'll watch on time delay. So like I'll start watching maybe 5 or so minutes afterwards, and The Rock got spoiled for me. Somebody was like, "Yo, can you believe The Rock is on?" And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I ended up switching to live, and I was like, "Shit, okay, he is on there." So yeah, biggest pop of the year, and I got it spoiled for me. But I mean, that play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If you're on TikTok, you should expect for things to be spoiled. So that's on me. But yeah, no, that's the way that works for me. Jimmy Uso on top. It's not really a question, I guess. Whatever. Bayley needs to stop losing matches. WWE are burying her. She needs another title run, and Damage Control needs to break up. Do you agree? I just made it a question.
No. She's at the point of her career. She's done so much that she's okay losing matches. Would I like to see have another title run? Of course. Does Damage Control need to break up? No. They haven't really done anything, and one of them is injured. So technically, they're already broken up. But I feel like Bayley's done enough in her career where losing right now wouldn't hurt her. She'll eventually get back on top and win a title, I feel.
Yeah, I think Becky. I think Bayley is fine. I think to really bring her back, she needs to turn face. In my opinion, I don't know. But for right now, I mean, she's hanging back and she's letting Io, take the shine. So I mean, Bayley's fine. She could be back rejuvenated at any time.
If they're doing this damn separation thing for Control Alt Delete, this has been the longest damn separation ever. Like it started when they were like tag team champions. They've been teasing the separation, this breakup forever. If they're going to do it, just do it. Just get it out of the way if you're going to do it. If not, stop teasing it. You know what I mean? Bailey is one of those folks that I said it for a few other things, but if Sasha ain't around, I don't think they know what to do with Bailey. You know what I mean? I think
it does seem like that.
if they don't,
Yeah.
they have absolutely nothing for her. This thing started out so cool a couple SummerSlams ago. Her music hitting right after Bianca and Becky. You know what I mean? Like it would have been so awesome, but it's like they did absolutely nothing with it. It's supposed to be this dominating force. They lost to Bianca a ridiculous amount of times in a row. Like do something with it.
Super Bianca.
Jeez. Yeah, no, it's been disappointing. Cool Big Boy 26. Do you think Cody Rhodes will find a female partner to take down Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley?
Nah. I don't see it. I feel like someone's just gonna go off and just hit Rhea with a finisher to get her out of the picture. Hit her with the crossroads.
Hey,
Get her out of there. So
just picture the scene. Rhea is in the ring with Cody. You just hear. Who told you it was open mic? Look. I'm just saying. Hey, WWE, book it.
Just gets
Brandy
promptly
Rhodes.
destroyed after
Boom.
that. That would be great. Actually.
Imagine Cody and Brandy doing the whoa. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Bring the dog out too. Fuck it. Everybody's out there. The dog just
Nipping at her
everybody
heels.
Is that his actual dog? Like the all white? Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a,
it is.
that looks like that's a beautiful dog.
Yeah.
It looks
He used to have it
expensive.
backstage
Oh
at
my God.
AEW and stuff.
I don't know.
Like that dog looks like so like it looks like a movie dog.
Yeah. By design.
No, that look like somebody's real dog. Like, wow.
I don't know, man. I'd be here for it. The only concern with me is that means that we're continuing with Cody and the Judgment Day, and I don't want any kind of progression. I want that thing to end tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
It can end on WWE.com. I'd be good. Seriously, I'd be perfectly fine with it. I don't want to continue that storyline. It's been going on for too long. Nugget, do you think The Rock has one more left in him, or has that ship sailed? I think we talked about that.
Yeah, we touched on it.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't, or he's like borderline where he's not fully capable. And if he does have one, this probably his last one.
Same.
Yeah. What I said earlier, whatever that might have been. Candy World. Do you think the second Undertaker versus Triple H match should have been the last match for both of them? This is the last question.
I felt like Shawn Michaels should have been Undertaker's last match because that was better than Triple H Undertaker, in my opinion. Like both of them going out on a high note like that, walk off into the sunset. After that, I felt the quality dip.
I think the Hell in a Cell WrestleMania 28 match should have been the last match for Undertaker. I don't know if Triple H would have hung it up because like Triple H hangs it up. It's like you don't get him being the villain to Daniel Bryan, and you know what I'm saying. It's like but Undertaker definitely could have hung it up. Like it's the perfect number 20-0, perfect end of an era of these guys being in WWE. So it's like for Undertaker, Triple H.
That's what I was thinking. For Undertaker, it would have made sense. Then you don't get the whole thing with Brock spoiling it. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff because that completely ruined the streak. I'd have been fine with Undertaker just peacing out after that. It would have made a lot of sense. He could still be around, but he ain't got to be in the ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess Triple H wouldn't have to be in the ring also, but he did give us some moments after that. So.
And when Triple H had his medical situation, he said that he was kind of happy that it happened because he didn't know when to stop either.
Yeah.
Like he was going to ride it till the wheels fall off, and the wheels did fall.
And he would have wrote himself to keep winning too. Damn, the wheels fell off, huh? That's what they call it these days. I hope. That's terrible. No more questions. That is it. Anything else that you guys wanted to touch on?
One more thing. Kevin Nash said he slapped Samoa Joe twice when they were in TNA. Backstory on this. Scott Hall no-showed a show. Samoa Joe went into business for himself, calling out Scott Hall and Kevin Nash on the mic in the ring. So when he came backstage, Kevin Nash was like, yo, what's going on? Why you do that? Slap him, said Samoa Joe just smirked. And he slapped him again. And then Jeff Jarrett stepped in and was like, yo, whoa, chill. But then Samoa Joe apologized the next the next show for doing that, saying he was out of bounds and stuff.
Interesting.
Thoughts?
See, I wasn't watching. I never really watched TNA. I never really got into it like that. But I mean, if Joe will corroborate the story, I guess it's true. But
I mean, he'll go and corroborate they got slapped. They ain't do nothing.
yeah, like exactly. He got slapped and then apologized.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
This sounds eerily similar to one of Hulk Hogan's stories. So I don't know what to believe. Honestly, I don't know.
I don't believe Samoa Joe just be like, you slapped me.
Like,
Yeah,
sure,
like,
Samoa Joe of all people, sure.
And old ass Kevin Nash too. I'm taking you out at the quads, bro.
I think the Samoa part of Joe, I don't think he would have let that slide. I don't see it happening. So.
Hope, how do you feel about I think MJF mentioned Cody in an AEW promo. They booed him. How do you feel about that?
You know what MJF does. He tried to get that real life heat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right with it though. He's been more digestible lately. He hasn't been such like over the top like he used to be. So yeah. he's toned it down a lot. So I appreciate that more than I did before.
So the question is, Cody comes back to AEW. Do you think he would get booted? You think he would get booted, cheered? And do you think they're doing the woe? Because the woe is like a WWE like fan thing. So do you think the AEW fans gonna be like, we're not doing what those e-drones do?
I feel like he's getting booed heavily. He's coming in just of course, boo! You betrayed us. Throwing paper and cups in the ring. Oh, it's gonna be. I want him to come back just for that moment. Just
maybe they'll get that heel Cody, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The black hair, you know.
Oh man,
I want that. I wanted that when he was there. I wanted a heel Cody.
They teased it for like 1 week. Didn't he come out there with black hair 1 week?
Yeah, but then he said that was a mistake. He didn't really want to be heel. He just was trying a new look.
Whatever.
I love Cody, but that excuse was what is he? He said me not turning heel was me being the heel, like Cody.
Shut up, no.
Cody. Like what are we doing?
Uncle Cody. Cool. Yo, Tio, man, thank you so much for joining the podcast again. Dude, I feel like special because we've been graced by his presence twice. This is crazy. Again, the only other person who's been here twice is the Masked Hope, and he's on the staff now. He's on the payroll.
Don't worry, we'll send you that contract offer in the DMs.
No, but thanks for joining us, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Good to be here. Amazing podcast. You guys are hilarious, amazing. I love y'all. Y'all's dynamic. You know what I'm saying? The huge belt y'all have too. It's very huge. It's gigantic, actually.
Please challenge me for it, please.
Yeah,
please.
I think I'm fine. I think Impact has
a quest to lose.
I think he has that.
He really wants to lose.
But yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all, man.
Absolutely, man. Did you want to plug anything? Anything you wanted to plug?
Tonight, 9:30 p.m. Donnie Blaze Live YouTube channel. I will answer the challenge. Mitri put me on trial of being a fraudulent Rhodes member. All right. Mitri, I already know what's going down. You were sent here by Jay, by Bird, by Josiah, take down the Rhodes family. I know that, but it's not gonna work, buddy. And we'll see what I say tonight.
Bro,
but
can we just talk about all of the beefs that you have going on right now? You're beefing with all of Wrestle Talk. Like, what is happening? It's like you beefing with the Bloodline, you beefing with the Judgment. Like, what's going on, man? Why do you need backup? What's going on?
Squad up, yo.
I got the Rhodes family. That's all the backup I need. It's fine. And that's the thing. Rhodes. They see that name and it just makes them angry, which is fine. That's fine. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? But what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? But we're a respectful family though. We don't. We're.
You just tell them pull up and they're like, no, we're respectful. That's very CM Punkish.
Laf just graduated college. You guys could get together and be the Rhodes Scholars. Huh. Oh no, man. I feel like they already did that. All right, let me shut up.
Don't give us any ideas. Don't give us any ideas.
Hope, man, what you got going on?
Now, before I do my thing, everybody watching, if you made it to this point in the podcast, drop us a 5-star on Spotify. It'll help push the podcast, help help Spotify promote us a little bit more and help boost our egos. You know, we need that. We're wrestling fans. We got big egos. We need to feed that a little bit. But I'm the Mass Hope. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for daily wrestling news.
And I am Sir Blackston. Listen, I figured it out. I am unfollowing people randomly, and I'm not unfollowing them. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's why you guys are leaving me in droves, hundreds at a time. However, if you ever wanted to follow a page, Sir Blackston, Raw Impact Radio Podcast, and that's it. I got nothing else. We're not going to run that other old joke because that's old, man. That's washed up. It's gone. Huh?
How's your OnlyFans doing?
Okay.
Well, we weren't supposed to talk about that.
Listen. It's Air Force One's week. No, but we out. We out. Peace.
Peace.